lot of threatening people in the jury and that sort of thing. He was never convicted of anything hardly, but his crimes syndicate grew and grew. He was one of the biggest money makers in the United States, including Dallas. But he wasn't a natural citizen. He didn't have citizenship papers, and they were trying to deport him. And he had really good lawyers who kept postponing the case and finding technicalities so they couldn't deport him. So Robert Kennedy decided, when he was district attorney, because Marcellus periodically had to show up and reapply for his visa or whatever it was he had to be here. And so he went to immigration to do that, and federal agents grabbed him, put him on a plane, and flew him to Honduras and let him out in the middle of the jungle and then flew away. So there he was in his Italian loafers and his silk shirt in the middle of the jungle. So I think it was like 3 or 4 days he wandered through this jungle and managed to find a phone, and he called his family, and they flew down there and got him. And the pilot of that plane, by the way, was a man by the name of Ferry. And Ferry ended up being involved in this whole conspiratorial story about JFK's assassination. And he also knew Oswald. So he hated Kennedy from that point forward. You know, he had a personal vendetta against Robert Kennedy. And he decided that the way to get rid of Robert Kennedy was to cut the head off. And if you cut the head off, the tail would stop working, which means he killed Kennedy, and then Robert Kennedy wouldn't have any power. And anyway, that's part of the story. They also got involved, as you well know, with the CIA in attempts to assassinate Fidel Castro. And
exploding cigars. Exploding cigars.
Yeah, I'll start. Yeah, a cigar. One of the stupid things was it something that would make his beard fall out.
And it would so demoralize him.
Yeah. There was some kind of poison thing in the water where he scuba dived. His chef was supposed to poison him. All sorts of really stupid schemes. And but it brought together and entangled in very unpleasant ways the CIA with organized crime. And Marcello, being in New Orleans, also had a big stake in the casinos in Havana. So